1, 2, 3, clap. Oh, that was pretty good. That was not terrible. That's going to be good because you were 7 seconds ahead of me in the recording today. Hi, and welcome to Hey Buddy, Nice Podcast. Over there in Scotland, that's right, not in England anymore because there's no more Penn and Teller shows. That's Brogan Hastings.
And just rubbing it in my face over there in Perth, Australia, that's Wayne Giovanazzi.
That sounded a lot dirtier than you intended it to be, and I'm considering restarting this from the beginning. No,
I'll leave that up to you. You are our audio guy.
I'm not restarting it because I am hungry, and I'm hungry, and I'm hungry, and why that's important is because there's a cultural exchange, which we haven't done a cultural exchange in a while. And I was walking through, I want to say it was Woolworths, and they had, naturally, in their discounted area, because people weren't buying this stuff that had been imported from the UK, it was 81 cents.
Okay.
And it's a sliced chocolate cream, which I never had one, I don't think, but that you brought to Vegas. No, I didn't.
Oh my God.
But I also remembered you said you like to
put it on a sandwich.
Put it on a sandwich, yes. So I've got a slice of bread as well, because I can't eat a whole piece of bread. I can't eat 2 pieces of bread.
How many of these fries creams do you have? Do you just have the one?
I've already eaten one. I've had one.
Oh, you've eaten one
is.
Separately. That's fine.
Did I? I can't remember. I can't remember.
Because if you haven't, I would say put it in half, have half on a sandwich and have half plain.
I'll
so you
take
have
a bite
both experiences.
of it. I'm going to open it loudly on the micro. Is that a satisfying sound? Oh, it's all sticky. What the hell? You're not meant to be sticky. Look at that. It's all leaky and oily.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, that's what it does.
No, I also had the peppermint. Is it peppermint? Whatever it is, one.
Oh, the peppermint one, yeah.
Yeah, that was good. Okay, I'm going to try I think I know what it's going to taste like to start with. The chocolate is always darker than I expect it to be.
Yep.
Yeah. Nah.
I feel like you're going through your own kombucha girl.
It's reminiscent. I've had the flavor before out of a chocolate selections box.
Yeah.
But I've never had the flavor in bread, so I've put it on bread. I thought, is that too much bread to chocolate ratio?
You're probably okay, but I would bite it from the bent.
Middle?
That way.
Yeah, otherwise it's too much crust. Okay.
Yeah.
So from the middle. I mean, it's kind of like putting chocolate spread on bread, isn't it? Really?
Yeah.
Now I'm going to be eating this for first mistake is chocolate. Having chocolate and trying to talk. And we learnt that early on in the recording days.
We did. What I will say is you've taken your second bite, at least. You're not putting it down. No. So
I'm hungry.
Yeah.
I'm going for a third because you don't know until you've had your third bite until if it's good or not.
Oh, don't take it from the crust then. No.
I was trying to talk with my mouth full. I was going to say, "Don't tell me what to do, Devil Woman."
Don't tell me what to do.
This is Scrubs reference.
This silence will all get cut out in the edit.
Yeah, I had to mute it because I don't want to be crunching on chewing on the. I'm gonna go for a fourth bite. Okay. Yeah. Look, I can understand the appeal if you're a child. But when was the last time you did this?
I mean, it was older relatives of my mum that used to do it. And bear in mind, when I say older relatives, I mean relatives that were so old I never met them.
Oh, that they're already dead. Possibly. Yeah.
I don't know. I genuinely don't know.
Okay. So it's a family recipe that's been passed down.
Well, it's a thing. It is a thing that exists, like deep fried Mars bar. It's not just my family. So
all right. Maybe this is the bread factor as well. This is the best bread that I can get. This is the bread that I always get because it's nice. I mean, it's no sugar bread from America.
I mean, if it was me, I would personally be putting it on a brioche because that's like a cake anyway.
La-di-da. That fancy French shit, hey?
Yeah.
I know you've been abroad and gone to the UK and
You've gone to the UK from the UK.
Britain. You're going to Britain. You're going to England. And now you're going all fancy with your cuisines.
Do you know the difference between the UK and Great Britain?
Yeah. Great Britain is like England. And the UK is England, Scotland, Wales, Ireland.
Close. Great Britain is Scotland, Wales, and England. because the UK stands for the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland.
Oh, okay. So Wales ain't a part of the UK. Wait, hang on. What? Which one?
Wales is. So the way to think about it is Scotland, Wales, and England are all on the same island.
Mm-hmm.
Ireland is a separate island, slightly off. Very, very close, but slightly off. Republic of Ireland is not part of the UK.
Because
Northern Ireland
republic,
is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Northern Ireland is part of us. So Great Britain is the big island, which is Scotland, Wales, and England. And the UK is those three on that big island plus Northern Ireland.
That was perfect talk for cultural exchange as well. I'm
cool.
glad that came up. But yeah, I shan't be doing that again. If I was going to get another fries cream, whatever they're called, it would be the mint one. Because they just taste like, those after dinner mints.
Yeah.
And I think...
after 8s.
Yeah, after 8s. That's what it tastes like. Because it's that dark chocolate with the mint cream filling.
Yeah.
I'm going to be struggling to talk now for ages because of the chocolate consumption.
You made a mistake.
Yeah, not the first, not the last.
Yeah.
All right. We've had the last 3 episodes have been all
the Brogan show.
It's been the Brogan show. So we've decided, you know what? We need to turn it back to the cheese bags, don't we? We need to turn it back to the cheese bags. Focus on the listeners because we've received some cheese bag mail.
Ooh.
Oh, I forgot that's the song. Yeah. Because I went down in my voice. Usually when I've been hitting the button lately, it's been for swearing around the world. Anyway, this cheese bag mail is going to tie directly straight into art talk because we haven't done art talk in a while. Because it includes... Oh, that chocolate's coming back. Because it includes a cheese bag user-submitted art crime for us to look at and talk about. It comes from Chris Archer, aka SuperMonkeyCube. And Chris says, well, here's the thing, mostly the way I envisioned it. The 4 lines of text all have their own aspect ratios. While this is just the PNG, I have a paint.net version of it with proper layers, so the text outline and the white border is on top and the color is underneath. Perfect way to do it.
Yep.
And the ballpoint pen version I started from lives under that when I do mangle it making layer mistakes. Yes, I'm very familiar with layer mistakes. My process is usually to do the line art by hand on whatever paper is available. I wonder if that means like a napkin or like toilet paper.
I'm jealous of people who can do that.
Oh, yeah. And then scan it so I can... Yeah, well, I don't have a scanner either, so I'd have to take a photo with the flash on to make sure it's all... Yep, and then it gets washed out. And then scan it so I can reline it and colour it in the computer. Most of what I draw are diagrams or text, so it's hard to call it art per se. It's all art. Look,
It's all art.
We've got some questionable things that we're calling art this episode. I mean,
Canva exists. I do art on Canva. That's, yeah, that counts.
Yeah. Art per se. I'm trying to skip forward in the podcast so I can get to the present and not miss too much. Yes, because SuperMonkeyCube has been listening from the start, and I don't believe present day episodes. So this is... Chris reached out.
We should bring it back.
He reached out on Facebook. They reached out on Facebook and said, still behind, has anyone done this design yet? And I was like, no, we haven't been sent any. So they're like, great, and sent it in. And then they also mentioned how they're not up to date. And I said, well, our suggested way was listen to the back catalogue, but listen to the current episode as well, and go to the back catalogue when you've listened to the latest episode. I feel like that's still the best way.
But whichever way you want to listen is perfectly valid.
Yeah, exactly. And this is the fluffing the Garfield part of the email. I'm still enjoying the podcast where I am where I am, and the charm of the accents is timeless anyway. Oh, I've got some accent talk. I have to remember to talk about that. Cheers, Chris Archer, SuperMonkeyCube. Well, thanks, Chris. So, Brogan, have you got the artwork in front of you that you can look at, or do you want me to share the screen or something?
if you could share the screen, that would be
All right.
awesome. Yes! I have done nothing wrong!
Yes, it is. Brogan has done nothing. Right? Actually, I'm saying that wrong because there's 4 lines of text. So it's Brogan has done nothing wrong.
Yes.
Or is the emphasis more on the larger words? So it'd be like, Brogan has done nothing wrong. I don't know. I don't know what the emphasis should be.
I mean, we could go with the pendulette way of talking, which is you emphasize one word. Brogan has done nothing wrong.
Okay, all right. Or we could do the Christopher Walken version where it is Brogan has done nothing wrong.
Wrong.
Yeah.
I like
ass. So it is the text. Brogan has done nothing wrong. I should probably ask if they're happy for us to, because usually we try to always incorporate the Cheesebag Art Crime into our title card. So I'll confirm. Do? Yep. I don't know. Have we already got an episode title along those lines? I don't think we do, but we can get. I don't think we do. We can work that out. But it's the gradient pattern as well is, now this is where I hate using gradients, right? Because I can never work out how to use them properly. And on Procreate on the iPad, it's even harder. But on Photoshop, which I use, so it goes from dark to light to dark to light to dark to light to dark to light all the way down, right?
Yeah.
Now, I don't know if each word has had the gradient fill individually, like each line, or if I can tell one gradient. Okay, go on.
I can tell by looking at it. So there is one gradient pattern in the background.
So it's full gradient with multiple light darks.
And its gradient is angled.
I thought that as well, but if you look at the Brogan, right, the top of the B and the top of the N. Yeah, okay.
It's easier to tell on wrong.
On wrong, yes. I thought you said it's easier to tell I'm wrong, but no, Brogan. You've never done anything wrong.
I've never done anything wrong.
Yeah. But yeah, I'll reach out and make sure that we're allowed to use that. So every cheese bag can see it.
Yes.
Now, you were saying that this art crime, user submitted art crime, was integral to talk about today.
Yes. So, off the back of this, I didn't realise this at first. So, randomly the other day, now, before I start this story, I want to clarify, I am not angry at anyone. I am not mad at anyone. I'm not, this is just, I almost find it funny.
We've had this discussion early days that when it was metric and the stupid one, Imperial. That's it.
Yeah.
Where it's if we were actually offended by something, we wouldn't talk about it. If we think it can be funny or made fun of, then that's perfect.
Exactly.
It's great. Yeah.
Exactly.
And who else better to make fun of than someone from England?
RJ level sigh. So basically, I got a random message from someone in the Scoop community who I've never interacted before, but just said, "What pronoun do you use so I can correct the post and people will stop jumping all over me about it?" And I'm like, okay, couple of things here. Like my initial thought is like, okay, I've spoken about this before, but I'm happy to speak about it again. My pronouns are in my bio for Instagram and Twitter, which are to say my pronouns are none. None. And I'm like, what post? What's going on here? And then I realised this was sent to me on Facebook Messenger, and I went, oh, this is going to be a post on Facebook, which I never use.
Ew.
I know. So I replied, it's like, I will literally respond to any pronouns. There's no possible way to be wrong. It's like, which post? So he sent me a link, and it was this cheesebag art that he had posted on Facebook.
Oh, so this cheesebag art's already out in the wild?
This cheesebag art is already out in the wild in Scoop Group.
How have I not seen it? In Scoop Group. We've got it. Come on.
I believe it's in Scoop Group.
At NicePodBud on Facebook.
But it was on there. And it was a comment that this Scoop posted. And now I was reading through it, and some of them are So Chris posted this to Scoop Group saying, so I was compelled to do a thing but didn't put it on regular Facebook.
Yep.
And a lot of the comments are, is this in reference to something specific? Did I miss something? Blah, 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 which I find quite funny.
Yeah. Because this is in Scoop Group. They're probably thinking on like ICS episode references or something. Yeah.
But this particular Scoop, I'm not going to name them because I don't want to bring it up. And if he doesn't want to talk about it,
it doesn't matter.
I do know who it is. So this particular Scoop commented, but has she done anything right? I see that and I laugh. We're laughing.
Yeah. That is a very good point, though.
That's a very good point.
Yeah.
And then it started a conversation of, I don't think that's the proper pronouns. Maybe you should check before you say something like that. And stuff. And there was a big conversation about that. So, and the Scoop was like, it was just a daft joke. I'm not going to, if somebody corrects me, I'm happy to be corrected, but I'm not going to like go and find out. I'm like, I don't care.
Look, I mean, to be fair as well, when reading Chris's cheesebag mail, at first I did say he, but then I realised, I
don't know.
Yeah, so I silently at the time corrected myself, but now I'm making it aware to everyone that I did. Yeah. So that was a pointless silent correction.
I feel like I know I've spoken about it on here. And I'm pretty sure I've spoken about it on ICS as well.
Yes.
But
at the very least in Scoop Mail.
Yeah. So it turned to I was like, okay, I see now. It's like, I thought I said on ICS, most folk tend to use they, them, but I mean, you could literally call me anything. I don't give a fuck. I was like, you're right though. I have done nothing wrong, but that doesn't mean I've done anything right either. I was like, and he was like, it was obviously like bothering him. I was like, look, don't sweat it. I only get mad at other folk who insist on using she, her, or anything like that. Correct other people with obviously wrong pronouns. And I'm like, honest, genuine mistakes you don't know, you didn't ask. I don't care. If you know something and then insist on being wrong, that's when I have a problem.
Exactly.
So we're talking about it. He's like, I'm half tempted to say Brogan doesn't give a fuck. And I'm like, tell them you checked and I identify as a threat.
Yes.
Which he did. And I'm using he, him pronouns. If that's wrong, correct me, please. So we were talking about that. So that kind of led me to like, I looked at Facebook. Facebook doesn't have a section to put. It doesn't have a bio like Twitter does, like Instagram does.
What?
So I'm like,
Yes, it's got the about page. It's got about.
Does it?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck it. I was like, well, I couldn't see it on mobile. I was like, it wasn't immediately obvious like it can be on Twitter and Instagram.
Yeah. So, to be fair, you have to click on person's about page to see their about.
Exactly. So I was like,
I'm going to know what they're all about. Yeah.
Exactly.
God,
so I was like, the easiest way to do
this
is to make a post on Facebook. And I hate posting on Facebook. But I was like, I feel like this is a thing that needs addressed, clearly. So, I typed up a post where I was like, look, guys, this has come up. This has come up recently. And I thought I'd said this before in ICS, but for full and total clarity, I literally don't give a fuck what pronouns you use for me. He, she, they, it, threat. Just don't call me English and we're good. Peace and love, bitches. Which led to a lot of comments, like some really really nice comments on Facebook, which was really sweet, including one of my favourites from Jobith, which said, Brogan is Brogan. Brogan is life. Very
Brogan
Danny Rojas of you, Jobith. I love it.
Yes,
Brogan is life.
That's very Danny Rojas.
And then a lot of comments of, but I thought you were Irish. They're going to start calling you the English threat. Your accent is so obviously Welsh. So there was stuff like that. And what I ended up doing was I took a screenshot of that and I posted it on Twitter and Instagram. So I can't believe y'all made me post on Facebook. I hate posting on Facebook.
So if anything, that is where the true offence is. That's where the true offended.
Y'all made me look at Facebook and post on Facebook. I am offended. I made an exception for a person in the Penn and Teller crowd because that wasn't for me. No. So there we go. So I posted that and it ended up, a whole lot of you're English, you're Welsh, you're Irish comments. And then I realised, I think people know at this stage that it's very much a joke.
Yeah.
And I kind of like, because I like overreacting, responding to it with reaction images.
Yeah.
You'll notice that I always like the comment that says, you're English, you're whatever. But I realised that actually it's an excuse for me to use my favourite GIF, which is Teller giving the finger on Full Lust. Yeah.
Yep.
Love that thing. And I thought this is a good excuse for... I almost never make TikToks that have my actual face in it. It's usually like animatic stuff.
And this is where the statement of calling things art, it's an umbrella term. Exactly. If it's something created, basically it's art.
Exactly. So I made a TikTok of me, and it's like sighing, like, and it's like, and the caption says, "Seeing people call me English on social media," and then it's got me giving the side and smiling. It's like, oh, like plot twist. And it says, "Provoking it on purpose so I can use my favorite GIF."
Yep, your favorite GIF.
Yeah.
Yep.
Potatoes.
Skippy. Peanut butter.
So yeah, that's there you have it. I'm not mad at anybody for not checking. Please don't be mad at anybody for me. Peace and love, bitches.
If anyone is going to be mad on Brogan's behalf, let it be Brogan.
Yeah. Yeah. I have so many things to be mad about. Let's redirect our anger. Wayne knows what I'm talking about because it's a conversation we had just before we started recording.
That's right, which normally would have been our bonus content section, but I knew that there was stuff that was coming up that is not suitable or actually able to be used for bonus content.
Yes. But I think that might be a conversation next week after the thing happens.
Oh yeah, that's a possibility. Maybe we should have recorded it. Oh well.
You can reach out and ask me directly if you want. I don't know if I'll answer, but...
all right, so what about real artwork? As I've gone on and said, everything is art. Well, hang on. We'll talk about art. Teller's definition of art is anything you do after the chores are done.
Aww. Love it.
So there you go. All right, back to you.
That assumes that I actually do my chores, so...
I think, it should be corrected. Teller, we're correcting you on this. It's anything you do outside of the chores.
Outside of the chores, yes.
Yeah. Let's go with that.
ADHD inclusive. So, I've actually drawn a lot that I haven't posted and I will not be posting publicly. Actually, you might want to cut that because I don't really want to talk about that.
Oh, no, you don't need to go any further. There's not, If anyone asks, you can be offended on your own behalf.
That's true. But things I have posted. So when, for Penn and Teller's first show in England for this tour, I done a little art piece where I was like, good luck, boys. And it was Penn and Handro's first show in Spain yesterday. And I know that, Penn especially, but both of them have been absolutely shiting themselves over this. They were nervous as hell. Penn, because obviously it's the first time he's ever performed in Spanish. And Handro, because he's aware that there's a lot of magicians coming to these shows. Yeah. There are 4 shows in total, 2 of them. One of them was Friday, 2 of them were yesterday, and one of them, final one's today. So, we love and support our friends on this podcast, even if our friends are very talented, internationally renowned magicians, known worldwide, then we still love and support them.
Yeah, so what you're saying is... What you're saying is that you still purchase tickets to the big Penn and Handro show, even though you can't go?
I really tried. Really tried. Like, up until Thursday night, I was still trying to look to find a flight to book something. Yeah. I really wanted to go. Because don't get me wrong, the tickets were not dear. Tickets were like a tenner.
Oh, yeah.
So it's not a huge thing. Yeah. I am genuinely gutted that I wasn't able to go.
Yeah.
It's just Valencia is so much further away than I imagined it to be. Well, it's the other side of Spain in comparison to the UK.
Yeah. How long do you think it would take to get there?
The actual the flight to get there is about 2.5 hours.
Okay,
that's not bad. The problem was coming back.
Yeah.
And it was coming up at like 14, 15 hours.
Yeah.
Because it was going other places. It was like a bus stop. It was very weird.
Yeah. Look, I understand to an extent because there are some like artists that are coming to Australia. One of them being Taylor Swift, not coming to Perth. Kez not happy with that.
Nope.
Mumford & Sons coming to Australia, but they're doing like one show at one festival in in Sydney, and I've just been informed that Sam Smith as well doing one show or something in Sydney. And
breaking news.
The one that hurts me the most is Hobo Johnson is coming, doing one festival in Wollongong, which is not even easy to get to, I think, from Sydney. But I don't know. Oh, but Hobo Johnson is going to be in the UK, so maybe you should take a look and see if you can go see a Hobo Johnson show.
Where is he in the UK? Do we know?
I don't know yet. We'll talk about it later, because this is art talk.
Yeah, but actually, just very slightly. Do you know artists? Yes, I heard Kev say artists. I appreciate that. Do you know who else are going to be in the UK in August? It's the Callistow Boys. And I want to go see the Callistow Boys.
Yep. Callistow
but it's in August. It's when Mox is here, and I'm like, I can't abandon Mox to go down to Manchester and see.
Yeah. Oh, you said it's in August.
Yeah.
Oh, that means I can't go either because it's my birthday, and I'll be too busy.
Come for your birthday.
Look,
no excuses.
We're still trying to sort out Scoopfest 2024 here.
That's true. That's true. We will be. I will be at Scoopfest 2024. I haven't booked the tickets yet.
I'm not announcing anything yet. Oh, do we interrupt your art talk then for a little bit of my art talk for Scoopfest 2024?
Yes, we can. I haven't talked about my last art thing, but so we'll go back to it. But yes, interrupt me.
So because of this really should be a unscheduled whatever they are called, the ad break, but we're not advertising Scoopfest 2024. They've got their own team of media advisors to do that for them, the guys over at Hey Scoops. But every year, last year and this year, they have a discount code for people to use at the Orleans Hotel to stay there for Scoopfest. Last year, there was a whole jingle and everything for it because it was SCFD.
I loved that jingle.
22C. It was a Superman, Catwoman, Flash, Darkseid, 22, Catwoman again.
Yeah.
This year's code is SCFE23P. And Paul has coined that as Superman, Catwoman, Flash, everybody, 23 penis.
I'm so curious. I could work out what the letter stood for in the last code.
Yeah.
Because it was Superman Scoopfest discount code.
SCF Scoopfest I'm going to say event.
Oh?
23 on sale from the year 2023. Promotion.
Oh.
That's my guess.
Yeah.
Because I was the one that last time I was the one that pointed out SCFD Scoopfest discount 2022 coupon for the C.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, I was trying to think of well-known versions of those words being said. And I just, of course, because the first one that comes to mind is Superman, the others. Yeah. So it's got Penn saying Superman. Then it's got 60s Batman saying Catwoman. Then it's got Freddie Mercury, the song, going Flash. Then it's got Sarah Connor from Terminator 2 Judgment Day going, everybody. And then I knew penis was obviously going to have to be from that episode of How I Met Your Mother, where that's a penis. And then,
is that what it's from? Because I didn't realise. I thought it was from the Austin Powers film.
No. Oh, of course. Oh, why didn't I think of Austin Powers? Because I felt a bit iffy about using How I Met Your Mother content, because looking back on it, there was a lot of not great jokes on the expense of others, certain denominations, etc. But the hard one was for 23. I couldn't think of anything. And then I realized the movie The Number 23 with Jim Carrey exists. So
I loved that movie.
Yeah, it was all right. So it's just Jim Carrey saying the number 23.
The number 23.
And I've just cobbled all those bits of video together and gave
I really liked it.
Yeah, I like it. I was happy with it. Anyway, that's my non-drawn art talk, and you still have more art talk to talk about.
Very so circling back slightly to Penn and Handro doing their Spanish shows. For me, it was an excuse to once again post post a picture of Penn in his glasses to make Glenn Ally happy. And an excuse to draw hand. I like drawing hand draw. Hand draw's easy to draw because you just draw. He always has his. When I draw, he always has his eyes closed and he always has a big grin on his face.
I just want to say my first thought when I saw this was, gee, Penn looks a little bit weird. No, I'm only joking.
Don't say that. I already have anxiety about it.
Yeah. No, it's fine. It looks like Penn. Like they said, it looks like Penn. It's simple as that.
Yeah. I'm getting used to it now. And I think the thing with drawing glasses is once you draw it once, it's great because I already have all the templates and I can just copy and paste the glasses.
Exactly. That's exactly it. Unless you do like a straight looking down the camera angle look of Penn, then you got to do some different glasses and yeah.
Oh, I hate doing like straight face on.
Yeah. Yep.
Stuff. But yeah, so that was them. Just a little good luck, boys. I'm heartbroken I can't see you. I will catch you next time. So to say you will be so successful, you will do this again. Yep. I believe in you.
You'll do a show.
Retweeted it.
They'll do a show just in Spanish in other countries other than Spain. That's how well it will go. Yeah,
I think they should have an opening act for Penn and Teller. I think they should start the show 2 hours early. They should have the jazz for an hour.
Oh, yeah.
They should have the Spanish show for an hour, and then they should have Penn and Teller.
All right. Yeah, okay, that works. So you're saying that Penn has to work for like 4 hours straight.
Oh, fuck, yeah. I forgot that's
not really doable. I think, yeah. You think Penn looks dead after one show.
Oh, Bob, I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
Not every night, babe.
Yeah, not every night. On a Friday, mate, or I don't know. I don't know what their night's
just when
now.
Handra's in town. Handra's in town.
Yeah.
We will take you out for dinner afterwards. I'll take you to a vegan restaurant. It'll be fine. Because Handra always seems to be in town when I am.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, it just happens to be.
Exactly.
But speaking of magic-related postery things, there was one other thing you wanted to talk about.
Yes. So one of my other things I got to do. So people probably know I do the art stuff for Elkton Magic, which is Jobith's magic stuff in Elkton, obviously. So I do the posters, I do the booklets, all the adverts, everything like that. And Jobith and Matt are doing a little mini tour in July, where they're going around doing various, events. Matt has a week off, so they're just a little tour. And
I figured I'd just hit it now because, it's time for an unannounced, unscheduled ad break that we're already talking about. It wasn't scheduled, not at all. No, we don't plan these things.
Absolutely not.
Brogan, I believe that the artwork you were just talking about is relevant for a reason.
Yes. I would like to take this opportunity to promote the Mind Noodler tour in July, guest starring Judgmentalist.
Brogan held up a finger to say, as if to say, one moment, or Wayne, don't say anything. And I'm like, it's okay. I got nothing to say because I don't have any of the details.
I would say don't say anything so that the silence cutter will just cut that section so it looks like I was prepared.
You were thinking about me and my having to edit. Oh, god damn it.
And then you spoke and you ruined it.
Look, it wouldn't be a me thing if I wasn't getting in my own way now, would it?
Very true. Very true. Yeah. So there are 6 dates. From the 22nd of July to the 29th.
Ooh.
Over
consecutive, back to back?
Yes, the only 2 dates they're not playing are the 26th and the 28th.
Okay.
But they'll be in Baltimore at Poe's Magic Theatre, Fire Hall in Elkton, Maryland, Sherman Theatre in Stroudsburg, PA. If I mispronounce any of these things, please take mercy on me. I am Scottish.
I know all of these places, and so far everything's correct. Do you know? PA is
Pennsylvania.
I was going to make a joke, but that's fine. Whatever.
I'm a little bit defensive because
okay.
PA is also where Taylor was born and grew up.
That's Philadelphia. You're thinking Philadelphia.
Is that not in PA?
I don't know. Maybe.
Oh, don't do this to me.
I like
Jobith, I'm sorry that your advert has been taken over by this.
What do you mean? This is an unscheduled, unannounced advert. He hasn't asked for this. We're doing this off our own back, so it's perfectly fine. We can go off on any tangent we want. Pennsylvania. It is, yeah.
Whew, I was right.
Yeah, I didn't say you weren't.
It's also the current, I know this for a fact, we also know that's where current good boy Paul Mattingly lives.
That's right, yeah.
They'll be in Greenmount Station, Hampstead, MD, Maryland. I know that. Cult Classics Brewing in Stevensville, Maryland. Smoke and Mirrors Theatre in Philadelphia.
But you should, go to the last one. Say the last one again. I was being a dick.
Smoke and Mirrors Theatre, Philadelphia, PA.
Yeah. That's more Teller adjacent if you were going to go for any of them. You just had to get to that last date to know for sure.
I realised I could have just looked down the list and seen Philadelphia, PA.
There we go.
So yeah, it's going to be good. It's going to be good. It'll, it's any kind of Matt Donnelly Mind Noodler tour is going to be great. Job is really good. Job has got some stuff that he sent me the videos for, and it's a whole load of fun. It's going to be a good time.
Now, do you know where folks can get tickets from? I'm going to say... I'm not going to say anything in case I get it wrong.
Well, no. If you go to judgmentalist.com/mindnoodler, you will see that there are ticket links for all of them. There are... 2 of the dates are actually now sold out.
Oh, no. Which dates? Which dates are these folks not going to get to go to?
25th of July and 27th. That is Hampstead, Maryland, and Stevensville, Maryland.
Possibly
so
Stephansville.
Those 2 are sold out. Possibly Stephansville. Baltimore still got tickets. Stroudsburg still got tickets. And Philadelphia. And the Fire Hall will be on sale soon because that was a recent change. It was supposed to be somewhere else. A smaller theatre. But there was some clashing of details. And they are now playing at the fire station. And that is a 600-seat theatre. So get out there, support the boys.
You know what?
It's going to be cool as fuck.
I say act fast as well on that, because if there's already 2 shows sold out, you better...
Well, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. We love and support Matt Donnelly in this house.
Yeah.
We also love and support Judgmentalist in this house.
Anyway, before this, we were rudely interrupted by this unscheduled, unannounced ad break. You were talking about something to do with... I don't know. I don't know, because this has just been inserted randomly into the episode, so we should probably get back to that.
Yeah. So yes, because there was a change in venue for one of the dates, so Jobeth asked me to update the details, the poster, and it was a good chance for me to mess about with it, because the poster that Jobeth was using was the one I drew back January for Matt's appearance in Elton Magic. And as we know, my style changes quite drastically sometimes. So I look back and I'm like, I don't like that poster anymore. I don't hate it. I'm just like, I can make it so much prettier. Matt deserves better.
You're more confident in your skills of having it look better in your own eyes. Both words made sense. It was a sentence at the very least. Yeah.
So it was a good opportunity. So I'd actually redone it in a neon style for their tour merch. But Jobeth was like, can you do the poster in the same style as the original one? So like the same colour scheme and stuff, because the neon stuff was on black and stuff. I was like, I can do that. So I got to take the neon design and put it into the poster and stuff like that. It just, I'm really happy with how it came out.
Yeah.
So
I don't think I've seen it.
Have you not?
No, not the. It's okay. You can show me. It just means I don't have anything to say about it. That's all. That's fine.
And also, while I'm looking for stuff, remembering Jobeth, I'm going to send you this thing that I forgot to talk about. So I don't know why Jobeth asked me for this, but he did. And of course, if somebody asks me for something, I draw it.
Oh, it looks like it's Jobeth as Stitch from Lilo and Stitch.
Yes! He literally just said, can you draw me a Stitch?
I like that.
I was like, okay.
Yeah. For no apparent reason that we are aware of.
Yeah, I'm assuming it'll be for some kind of tour thing. And then it got me thinking, I was like, I will be doing Boys with Swords as the theme for next year.
Oh,
but
so
maybe,
that's locked in.
Maybe boys,
that's locked in?
So far, until I get something that I'm... Maybe not swords, maybe weapons.
Yeah, let's go with medieval weapons. That way you can have someone with a giant catapult. Sorry, trebuchet is what I mean. You can have someone with a mace. I'm not mean like the can of spray stuff. I'm talking a spiky ball on the end of a chain.
Yeah, I might not even specify medieval weapons because thought has just sprung to mind is Piff with a flamethrower.
Yes, but
not that he needs it, but
he has to be using the flamethrower on St. George.
Yes. See, there we go.
Yep.
So I just like saying boys with swords, but let's be honest, it's like saying art and meaning everything else. I'm saying swords and meaning weapons. Exactly.
It's like, for comedic purposes, great apes are still called monkeys.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. Yeah. So this might end up being 2025. It might end up being a tarot variant because I like doing tarot variants. So yeah, we'll see.
Oh God, I've just looked at my list of things to talk about, and I've realised that this does technically fall under art talk.
Okay, go for it.
Remember how I told you pre-show that I found some old hard drives and I was going through them and found seeing what was on them?
Yes.
And I mentioned someone I used to work with, Chibi.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to use his full name right now because, I'm going to have to share my screen. Just one sec. Basic and share. So for some reason, there was this photoshopped image of Chibi on this hard drive. The image is of some muscular man standing in the ocean wearing, I want to say overalls, like he works on an oil rig or something, and they're down towards, past the hips, covering everything, but, strongman hands behind the head pose. And
this is Hunky Boy pose.
Hunky Boy pose, yeah. And Chibi's head has been photoshopped onto it. And I'm like, I found 4 pictures of my cat on this hard drive and this photo. And they were the only things I took off the hard drive. And I'm too scared to send it to Chibi and say, hey Chibi, why is this on my on my old hard drive? And I've just seen the title of it, and it's called Chibi BG, which in my shorthand is background. Which suggests it could have been on a phone background for someone or something.
This feels like the kind of picture that you would you would just add it to without his knowledge as a prank.
Yeah, maybe that was my go-to. Mm-hmm. But yeah, no, that was my only other thing that really falls under art talk aside from comics. So it's probably time to go into the podcast within a podcast. The Not So Good at This podcast. Not so good at this. The first comic we're looking at today is Sad Pirate comic number 35, working title Hand, and it's 3 panels long. In the first panel, we see Sad Pirate talking to someone, and the person is saying, "So, how'd you get the hook?" And in the second panel, Sad Pirate replies, "Yar, 'tis a tragic tale from when I was travelling the Americas." And in the last panel, we can see it's clearly in the past when Sad Pirate was, in fact, travelling the Americas and is talking to a doctor, and Sad Pirate's hand, where his hook now is just bleeding, and the doctor's saying, "Good news, we can fix your hand and will only cost $487,254.22. That's the comic.
That seems cheap.
For America, yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
I think it was Chris.
Funny because it's true.
I think it was Chris said that that one's gonna get some. That could go both ways. When that gets posted. Yep.
Post it and turn off your notifications.
Yes.
Dump it and run.
Yeah, pretty much. Well, most of the bad shit will be coming from Reddit, and Reddit's about to die. So. Not so good at this. And the other comic we're looking at today is Piff comic number 64, working title Shirt. It's 3 panels long, and in the first panel we see Piff and Pop is wearing a new shirt, and it says World's Okayest Dad, and Pop is saying, "Hey son, check out this new shirt. It's so damn comfy." And in the last panel, Piff, clearly distressed, is saying, "Nice Pop, maybe put some pants on too." That's the comic.
I love that this is the fact that I pointed this t-shirt out to you in Vegas. It was like, there's a Piff comic in that.
That's right. Of course. It was an actual shirt that you saw. Yeah. I think it was because it was just a straight discussion of us saying, yep, this is definitely something that Pop would do.
Yeah, I think both of us looked at it and it's like both of us said, I want to make art of that.
Yeah. Because we knew we couldn't make it our own merch because that would just be silly.
Well, exactly. Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
Despite the fact that I sell Pop stickers on the store.
Well, that's beside the point. That's irrelevant.
Maybe I should do Baby. Well, I'm reluctant to do Baby Piff because Piff expressed interest in it.
He really did like it, didn't he?
He really did.
Yeah.
I like it. It's cute as shit.
Yep. I try to decide where to go now, because this is technically it's not art talk, but it might be art talk related. But it's, oh gosh, I'm doing the chibi hunky boy pose, scratching the back of my head. Actually, I might ask Chibi if I can post that for the cheese bags to see. Hey Chibi, I know we haven't spoken in a couple of years, but remember this? I
have a podcast now.
Yeah. But, all right. So, as a kid, Garfield, right? I got into Garfield pretty heavily. And years later, I come to the realization, you know what? Maybe reading all those Garfield comics kind of was an influence on me to start comics, like, subconsciously without even knowing. Anyway, It was just Garfield's birthday. And I saw on social media, it's a happy birthday Garfield thing that they posted. And it says 45. Right? Garfield being 45 years old now. The first Garfield book I ever purchased or had purchased for me or whatever, like I think it was a Christmas gift. Like this is before I was into Garfield or anything. It was a brand new book and it was the 20th anniversary.
Oh.
Yeah. That hurts me a lot.
Yep.
I mean, what's the maths on that? 25 years later? That's the maths, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, I had something similar recently where I was thinking about Doctor Who. And I remember seeing stuff for the 45th anniversary, which not quite as much, but still 15 years ago. And I vividly remember sitting watching it.
Yep.
And I was like, oh, and shit, now we're on to 60.
Yeah. And look, what Super Bowl did they just have?
Oh, my sports knowledge extends to hockey and nothing else, and even then, it's not great. Super
Bowl 57. That's okay. That's not as bad because I remember when I went to Super Bowl 50 and thinking, "Oh wow, they've gone to an L, and now they're adding extras to it." But that's not too bad. That doesn't make me feel as terrible. So that sort of gets us into the anyway. No, we got time. We got heaps of time. We're at 40 minutes. All right. So I guess we're kind of entering the 7-Eleven walk portion, or we could go to somewhere that broadens our horizons. You know, teaches us a little something because it's time for swearing around the world.
Yeah.
Can you hear the music? Because I can't remember if I turned audio sharing back on. Excellent. Cool. Cheesebags. Today's word comes from the Bahamas. The language is Bahamian Creole. Its offensiveness is 1 star. And frankly, I don't think there should be any offense for this word. Really. Okay. Now, the word in the native tongue is, I mean, it sounds like it's going to be bad. The word is cunny. Cunny. Do you want to hazard a guess, or do you just want me to say? So I don't think it should be offensive.
I don't think it is this, but I think it's along the same lines of crappy, cruddy.
Nah. It's it is. I mean, cunny is kind of a hint. We've had a similar word twice before, but this is just the anatomically correct word, which is just vagine. It's just vagina. That's all.
Oh, all right.
It's not a swear word unless in the Bahamas it is more of a swear word.
Yeah.
Or what if something gets lost in translation? You ready? See if I can make this card disappear. Oh, almost.
Oh, close. Almost. I can still see it.
I could still see it too. So I'm just trying. You see it? That was a Piff style.
Yeah.
We should really be twitching this shit.
You need to do the noise that he does as well.
Magic.
Yeah.
And then the sound of the fading out music. Yep. So there we go. But yeah. So I don't know. I'm just looking at our notes. What can we talk about? This is something I want to talk about. I started just because look, there's been a lot of Penn Jillette talk lately, right? Mm-hmm. And for like 3 weeks, and the very real Matt Donnelly comes up all the time as well.
Absolutely.
Now, they quite often talk about or bring up the fact that they watch a particular television show, and they don't know why they watch it because it is depressing as fuck, and that is Mayor of Kingstown.
Yes.
And I since I don't know, before we went on to the big Brogan Penn and Teller adventures, I've seen all of season 1 and 2. So I've seen everything that's out now. And first of all, I have to say, Jeremy Renner, never really cared for before, right? Like, because I don't watch Marvel movies, haven't really seen him in anything else, but it's like, Jeremy Renner is fucking cool. He is awesome. Yeah. He may be a new man crush. I mean, not Jared Keeso level. No. But there you go. I mean, that's got to say something, right? But it could just be the character as well, because every episode he does something fucking awesome. Like some choreographed thing, like kicks a chair out from someone, grabs and throws them to the ground. Whatever it is, doesn't matter, right? And he's got so many lines that are just great. Did I send you one of my favorite one? I can't remember.
I think you might have done, but send it again.
I can't remember what it was now. That's the thing. Good luck finding it.
I know we spoke about this because we talked about the fact that I also do like Jeremy Renner from something that's not Marvel movies, and that is 28 Weeks Later.
Oh, yeah, you did mention that.
Badass in that.
Yeah. But look, it's when we started watching the show, I said to Kez, just so you know, nothing good happens for anybody in this entire series. Based on listening to what Penn and Matt have had to say about it, and they weren't not like they've spoiled anything. Oh, we've got it. What was
I found your quote.
Cool.
I've got a lot of problems, but stuttering is not fucking one of them.
That's right. Yes. It's like someone questioned what he said. I've got a lot of problems, but stuttering is not fucking one of them. Oh, so good. But look, it's a great show. Nothing good is happening for anybody. So you're constantly saying, okay, well, this is what's going to happen. And either you're very right or you're very wrong because something worse happens.
Yeah. But I'm just looking through our conversation about this just now. And I asked you, so on the FMK scale, where is he?
What was my response?
He's no K, that's for sure.
Okay.
But I'm not sure about M material. I don't want to make Jared jealous.
Yeah.
So he's just an F.
Yeah. At this stage, that's lies on an F. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I guess, I mean, I also did watch, what's the movie called with Nicolas Cage and my boy Pedro?
Oh, Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent.
Yeah.
I love that movie.
Fucking great movie.
It's so good. It's so fucking stupid, and I fucking love it. And he's just so sweet in it. He's just such a wee sweetheart.
Yeah. But what bothered me about the movie from the get-go is that they implied that Nicolas Cage lives in LA, when we know for fact he lives in Vegas.
Oh, shit, so he does.
Yeah. But then again,
I'm okay with that.
Like that he's also married to someone 30 years younger than him in real life, and it's a movie. It's a fictionalized version. It reminded me a lot of, and I'm assuming you've seen this film, My Name is Bruce. Of course I've seen My Name is Bruce with Bruce Campbell.
Yeah, it reminded me a lot of that with the whole, people think you're a character and you're not, you're just a guy.
Yeah, it's the Don't Call Me Ash kind of thing, which I think may have been the working title for that film.
Yeah.
Yeah. That is a Bruce Campbell film I've only seen the one time, though, which is surprising.
I've seen it a couple of times. I'm trying to think. Well, I saw something else, somebody talk about The Adventures of Briscoe County Jr.
I started watching that and I just fell off of it and never got back to it. And I'm talking like 15 years ago, and it was old then.
Yeah. I've never seen it. I think it came up on a list of sci-fi shows that got cancelled after one season.
Well, it's a Western show, but it did come out at around the same time as The X-Files.
And Firefly, I think.
Yeah.
Oh no, Firefly was a bit after. I think
just no.
Firefly was it was literally just on the list after Firefly. That's why it stuck in my head, and because the Western thing.
Yeah, because in the book If Chins Could Kill, memoir book from Bruce Campbell, he talks about both the shows being new for Fox and then being on like a plane together or something, airplane, and then chatting. Did I say who? David Duchovny.
David Duchovny?
Yeah, David Duchovny.
I just assumed.
Yeah, David Duchovny and Bruce Campbell. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So now, and then yesterday I watched a Letterkenny clip as well. So I just got the hat trick.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. It's like me watching countless clips of The Nanny, or go back and watching the Star Trek episodes. Mr. Boots. Oh my god. I love Mr. Boots. Why? Tell her. Why did you do this? My sweet boy, what compelled you?
We've got some other things to talk about. I want to... It's been a while since we've done license plate talk, which I've had these on the list for a while, and we've had some sent in as well, so I really want to hit them. But this is license plate talk adjacent as well. I was driving down the highway, and there's these big digital signs that like warn you of like traffic conditions up ahead, and it said, slow down, minor incident ahead. Anyway, this minor incident was a pickup truck just like laying on its side. So, since when is that a minor incident?
That sounds minor to me.
Yeah. I had to stop myself from saying ute then, because I remember that other people don't know what a ute is, because you thought it was a musical instrument.
Yeah.
And then the other thing that is kind of adjacent, are you familiar with the car, Fords, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. The Ford Ranger, which is also a pickup truck.
Yes.
I saw one driving down the road, and I was like, oh my God, I need a Ford Ranger just so I can do this. Because it says big letters on the back, Ranger. But one of the R's was missing. I was like, that sums me up perfectly.
Anger.
Yes. Yep. Thank you. Someone else said, a Ford Range? I'm like, wrong R, buddy. Wrong R. So yeah, a Ford anger.
The first thought in my head was anger?
Anger? Yes.
And then I thought, no, anger.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So the first user submitted... Oh, actually, no. I believe, as is tradition, have you seen any license plates or bumper stickers that you would like to talk about?
Have I seen any? This was pointed out to me by Mox Gillette. When we were sitting having dinner.
Name dropping, hey?
So, well, that's what I mean. This is, for lack of a better word, this is submitted by Mox Gillette.
Yep, there we go.
So I'm going to send this to you. So we were sitting having dinner, and Mox points out the window. Have you got it?
I do.
And Mox pointed at this and went, that says pedo.
Yeah, it does look like it says that.
PE70 EDK. We don't care about the EDK, but
the D is right below the 7, so you can see where it looks like.
Yeah.
Especially if you're dyslexic.
Exactly. And it was just the fact that and I took a picture. I was like, I mean, I am co-host of the #1 license plate and bumper sticker podcast on the internet. It's like I have to, because Mox was like, why the fuck are you taking a picture? Yeah,
it's a necessity, and it's on a motorcycle or a scooter, and they've got a learner plate on it as well. So
exactly.
It's just a learner pedo.
I think it was just very funny that it was totally out of the blue. Mox just pointed and went, that says pedo.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, these two were submitted by Ranchan, I think. Ooh. Let me just double check that. Hang on. I'm almost certain. Yes, definitely sent in by Ranchan. The first one, it says mermaid, but the E is the letter 3. So it looks like it does say it, but then it also has like bumper stickers of mermaids next to it. Normally, okay, I wouldn't think much of it, but then I've thought of this Netflix show, which is about people, like, this is documentary, people who like dress up as mermaids and go to like conventions and stuff, and there's this whole industry of like costumes being made for it, but then there's also like performers, and it's like I mean,
like furries, but for mermaids.
Yeah, I mean, it's not my thing, but cool.
You do you, boo.
Yep, that's it. I honestly thought it was going to be like a mockumentary or something. I was like, oh yeah, I'd watch that. And then when I learned it was real, I was like, I don't think I have the heart to watch it because it's just going to make me make fun of these people.
Yeah.
And then the other one is Ace Dog. So ACE space DAWG. Now, does that mean they're just into, playing cards? They play golf and they get holes in ones? Or
it strikes me as something that just sounds cool.
Yeah, or they could just be like down, out and proud of being asexual.
Yeah.
That's a possibility as well. Yeah. I mean, it could go...
Brother in arms.
Yeah, yep. So
sibling in arms. Let me correct that. Sibling in arms. Yeah,
sibling in arms. We don't know who owns Ace Dog. And I think they were Texas plates, those. So being Texas, probably more likely related to something else. I don't know. I'm not American. I'm not one to talk.
No.
Now these next two... Okay, this one. This is a user submitted from someone I know. And it's... CUSSY. Are you familiar with the term cussy?
The way you pronounced it, it's along the same lines as bussy, isn't it? Bussy.
Well, Urban Dictionary says, from Disney's Cars franchise, if there are male, female, and baby cars in the movie Cars, then that confirms the existence of reproductive organs. No. AKA a cussy. Mm-hmm.
No, it doesn't. And do you know why it doesn't? Because this just says to me that y'all have never seen the 2005 classic animated film, Robots.
Oh, I have seen the animated film, Robots, 2005 classic with Robin Williams.
Exactly. And do you remember how they get kids in that?
I sure don't.
They get delivered a box, and they build the child.
So you're saying cars can... Well, I guess they do, like, to, like, change tires and stuff, so yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, okay. All right, okay, all right. Cool. Suck it, Urban Dictionary.
Yeah. This just makes me think that there's something else that also possibly refers to...
It is, yeah. Now, here's another one submitted as well. It was someone who knows someone else who actually has this license plate. And as we're all familiar with Chat GPT, yeah?
Yeah.
They, for some reason, really like it. So they got the license plate Chat GTP.
Fair enough.
No, you just misheard me. I said Chat GTP. They got it wrong. They paid money for an incorrect... I thought that was just you. No, they got an incorrect license plate of something that they like. They've got the money. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, fair enough.
And then the last one I want to mention is... It just says, flaunt it. And it's on a pink personalised plate. But the photo I was sent also has the owner of this car. And the more I looked at this photo, it just got worse and worse. So they've got like long, like very extreme dyed red hair, baseball cap.
Before you go any further, do you have a copy of this photo and can you share screen?
Yeah, sure.
Because I feel like I need to see this and get my reaction.
Yeah, okay. Let me send it through to you. It would help if I'm looking at it at the same time while I'm describing it. There we go. Just for those not playing at home because they don't know this story because it got edited out of an episode. This is where I face planted and ate concrete. So yeah, long dyed, very vibrant red hair, baseball cap. I don't know what that jacket is, but it is very Brogan-esque is what I want to say. Camo pants. What looks like a fake Gucci bag.
Louis Vuitton.
Fake Louis Vuitton. They're flip-flop slippers of leopard print. And there is a minion hanging in the back door as well.
This, I will say, for listeners at home, this minion looks like one that you would win at a cheap, arcade game. Yeah,
from a claw machine, like where it's an off-brand minion.
The yellow is too pale and bright. The eyes are too steady.
Clearly not enough stuffing inside of it either.
Yeah.
Unless they went to Build-A-Bear and they're like, you know what? I like my Build-A-Bear to be not as cuddly as a bear should be. So yeah, I thought we should at least get through the user submitted license plates today. Oh, and look at that! I've heard about time. So I guess we'll post what images I have of these license plates, artworks, etc. onto our social media. So yeah, if you'd like to support the show, you can find us on all social media at NicePodBud. You can interact with us, share and like our posts so other people can see them. It makes a difference and might earn us some new cheese bags, which we want to grow. You don't want to be the only people listening to this show. You may feel like you're in an exclusive club, but bigger the club, the better.
The more listeners we have, the more excuses we have to make something not poker chips, but something our equivalent, whatever that would be. So if you want stuff like that, then get more people to listen. Yeah,
and you can be like Chris. Why not send us your own art crimes? We like seeing them and we like talking about them.
We love it.
Or if you just have something you want to say to us, you can email us admin@nicepodbud.com or check out nicepodbud.com and use the contact form at the top of the page. Also, we are going to start up our own Patreon if you really want to support us within the next... I reckon by next week, I think we'll have it sorted.
Do you think?
I reckon we might be able to launch it next week. Like, we'll talk about it and launch it maybe like the following week because we would have talked about it, that sort of thing.
We will make no promises, but that's a rough timeline.
Yeah, but you'll know when it goes live, and then you can really support the show then. Not that we expect anybody to. I mean, it's just we've got some cool ideas for rewards and that already, I guess. So
yeah, the thing is, we're artists. This is it's a stupid format for us to be doing.
Yeah,
as digital artists.
Exactly.
So, but at the same time, doing this kind of thing means we're well placed to sort out rewards and set up things like Patreon and like stores where we can sell our own stuff.
Yeah. And we're almost a year in. We might be very close to a year in by the time the Patreon launches. But speaking of like being artists and stuff, you can also support Brogan by checking out their store that I have absolutely nothing to do with. So tell us about that, Brogan.
Yeah, I have a store currently, just has stickers in it. You can buy copies of the prints. I actually just added 2 new designs, one of which is picture is a capybara with sunglasses on that says "Respect the Capybara," which was designed for oldest baby cousin's birthday, and it's actually the best seller so far.
That's great.
Thanks,
I saw my mum got their order of stickers from your store.
Your mum bought. I should say this. Your mum bought 1 sticker. Oh, and was the first order. So I put a lot of like bonus stickers in there.
Yeah.
Not all orders come with bonus stickers. Sometimes you'll get a random. It's a grab bag essentially. So sometimes when I order my stickers, I get bonus copies of them if they've had to print more than I've asked for.
Yeah.
So you never know. You might get one of those in. You know. But yeah, I would like to, if it goes to a point that things start selling really well, I want to get to a point that I start doing pin badges. I have a couple of cool designs, which you can see on my Buy Me a Coffee if you want. There are also discount codes on that. And I'm actually going to say this here.
Superman,
will be
Catwoman, everybody.
Don't kick this in the deck.
Oh, sorry.
So I will be at Scoopfest 2024. So if you're worried about shipping, because I know stuff like the posters, it's not cheap to ship. It's really not. So if you want stuff but you don't want to pay for shipping and you're happy to wait, use the code Superman, Catwoman, Flash, everybody 23 penis.
Yeah.
to place your order. You will be charged for the items only, not shipping, and I will bring them to Scoopfest for you.
Yep.
And if anything happens, it means you don't end up making it to Scoopfest. We will work something out because I guarantee you, if you're living in the US, it's going to be cheaper to ship it from there.
I ain't going to tell you how to run your business, but there must be a cap on this because you can't have 5,000 orders and bring 5,000 orders worth of stuff. Just like the logistics in it is not making sense.
Considering it's pretty much all stickers and posters. Okay. I mean, it's not like it's bulky stuff. I mean, if it was t-shirts and stuff, maybe. Currently, it's set to only what I have in stock. So the maximum of any sticker anyone can buy is 20. And that would clean me out.
That would clean...
The posters are marked as pre-order because They're expensive to print as well.
Yeah.
So
They're on
I'm not going to print.
As per bought basis, are they?
Print on demand.
Yep. Print. That's the words. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's one of those things that if I know how much people want them, and if you want a specific size as well, stick that in the notes, and I will do what I can. You know, I don't know what, because America doesn't use A sizing, like they don't use like A5 and stuff. So it's confusing.
And letter and it's odd.
Yeah. So if there's a particular size of frame that you're like, I can get that, I would like this size poster, please let me know.
Yep.
But yeah, and there's also, like I say, that's the prints of the 1000th episode.
Oh, of course. Yeah.
There's also mini prints of anything else, and I can also print big posters of anything else. Yeah. Just let me know.
And if you want to support anything I do, I think at the moment, look, we've had some audio versions of visual media today in the Not So Good at This podcast. You can see all my comics online. Look, on social media and stuff like that, but I also draw comics. I skipped it for a few weeks, but I'm getting back into it again, streaming on Twitch, on depending where you live in the world, Friday and or Saturday. It's just twitch.tv/WayneGeo/schedule, and that will tell you when I will be drawing in your local time zone. And we have a good time. We chat. Yesterday we were talking so much that it took me 45 minutes. I think 45 minutes in, all I had drawn was one set of eyes. All right, 45, maybe not 40, maybe half an hour, but it was a long time.
That's a long time.
Yeah. And I've actually just today purchased a new device for my computer, a capture card. So I'm going to start streaming some video games as well.
Nice.
I mean, I've occasionally done PC games, but now I can play I can play like Mario and that. Which is what I want to do.
Yeah.
I want to play Mario 3 because it's a game that I'm good at, and you can watch me play. And it's going to be hilarious because I'm going to be doing awesome shit in this game. And at the top, it's just going to say, "Not so good at this."
I haven't streamed video games in a while.
Yeah, but look,
I don't know if I would ever go back to it, but
I don't expect.
You are the streamer of the two of us, definitely.
Yeah, and I don't expect people to subscribe or anything like that. But every time someone subscribes or resubscribes, at first I feel kind of like awkward. But this month I got my first Twitch payout as a Twitch affiliate or partner, whichever one it is, and that did feel kind of good. So
yeah.
I appreciate people just showing up, watching, having a good time in the chat, because I'm watching the chat the whole time and talking with you. So,
and let's be honest, you can subscribe, like the boys say on ICS, you can subscribe with the Amazon Prime thing, I'm assuming.
Yes, yeah. And you can use Jeff Bezos' money.
Yeah.
And
Give Wayne Jeff Bezos' money.
He's not going to miss it.
No. He won't even notice.
Yeah. But of course, you can. I've got Patreon as well. Patreon.com/WayneGeo. That's it. There's options for physical media and stuff there as well, but that's irrelevant at the moment. I want to try and get this streaming thing built up a bit higher.
Yeah.
But do you want to talk to Brogan? You can. You can reach out to them directly on social media at 7BillionNeedles.
And you can talk to Wayne at WayneGeo.
So you can find us all over the place. We will answer. It might take us a little bit sometimes because sometimes we don't see them on certain platforms like Facebook. Sorry about that, Chris.
Yeah.
It took me a little while to answer. But anyway, thanks for stopping by and having a listen.
As always, stay fresh, cheesebags.